friends, this is Laria over at Cut and Scraps. Today I wanted to share with you a card that I made. I actually used the Artiste cartridge and cut the card out at 5 1/4 inches. The card can be found on page 44. We're going to do that scallop card. I don't know if you can get a closer look at that. That's the scallop card that we're going to be cutting. I cut the card, like I said, at 5 1/4 inches, and we'll go ahead and get started and put this card together. Well, it's pretty easy to cut out once I found out how big I actually wanted the card. There have some tick marks here that'll help us to score this card. So we'll go ahead and get that scored. So it's going to be actually put together just like this. I'm kind of looking at it here to see how I want to make sure this is scored pretty good here. Okay, so here's the actual scallop card. Opens and closes like this. Okay, I also cut out some 2-inch strips. They're 2-inch by, I think, 5 1/4 inch. We're going to adhere these to the front of the card. I'm going to use my ATG gun. Let's get this glued down here. Just like so. Okay, I also cut out some circles for the front of my card. I wanted to actually do something with the scallops here on the front of the card. So I cut out 2 circles. It's an off-white paper from Close to My Heart, and it comes with the Sarita paper pack. The 2 white circles are cut at 2 1/2 inches, and the 2 blue circles are cut at 2 1/4 inches. So I'm actually going to adhere these together using the ATG gun. Let me get these sized right. Like that. Just like so. And I'm actually going to adhere these so to allow my scallop border to show through here. So I'm actually going to adhere these circles to the front of the card. Like that. Then we'll do the other. Better position here. Just get this adhered down. Okay, I think that's going to look really nice. And that's going to be the front of the card there. I also cut out some leaves for my card since it's getting ready to be fall. I wanted to do something fall themed. So I'm actually cut out some leaves. I'm going to be using this Close to My Heart pigment-based ink. It's like a little chalker or whatever. I'm just going to chalk the edges of my card just to give it a little dimension. You know, the leaves, when they turn colors in the fall time, they're all different shades of oranges, and I just wanted to do something just to give it a little dimension. Give it a little something extra. I'm just going to ink that up. And this ink is called Sunset. And again, it's from Close to My Heart, one of their pigment inks. And it does make the leaf look a little bit more real-like. And then what I want to do is kind of fold the leaf, because I'm going to stack them on top. So you know, leaves are not perfectly straight. So I do want to just kind of fold this and give it just like a little crease here. Just to make it a little bit more real. Okay, so this is what the leaf will look like. It's kind of cute, makes it look a little bit more real. And I'm going to do one more like that. And what I'm actually going to do with these leaves, I'm not going to place them, I'm going to place 2 of the leaves flat on the actual card, but then I'm going to actually want to pop these, the ones that I've crinkled, up a little bit, just to give it some dimension for my card. So I'm making them a little rough here. You can see I'm just bending it a little, because the leaves are a little crinkly when they fall off the trees and fall. I'm just actually using my nails just to crumple it up a little bit. So, here you go. I'm actually going to do a little more inking. Oops. Drop that. Just brush it over a little bit to give it a little bit more darker color there. There you go, and that's the leaf. You can see that pretty good. Okay, we can set that aside. So we'll go ahead and adhere down the 2 leaves that will go on the actual blue circles. So one will go here, and then the other will turn the other way. I'll turn it the opposite way. Just using a little glue from my ATG gun. And we'll turn this one this way on the card. And I'm going to use some, before I do that, I'm going to set the leaves aside. I want to actually stick down my inside piece. You can also cut this piece. It's on the same page, page 44, and it is the insert here, and that was also cut at 5 1/4 inches. Just going to go ahead and glue this down with the ATG. Okay, just like that. Actually, no, not just like that. I need to come over just a little bit. So it's good that we make mistakes so we can all learn together. I should have lined it a little bit better. No, that should close perfectly, and it does. Okay, so now let's go ahead and adhere our leaves to the front of the card. I'm actually going to use some pop dots, but these are actually, all the dots are gone out of here, and it's just the foam backing, but you can use everything. I don't like to waste anything, so I use everything. I use all of the extra foam that I can. So I'm just going to cut 2 little pieces here, just so I can pop up my leaves on the front of the card. Stick that just like that. We're going to peel it and adhere it to the front. Oh, this one goes with this one. Just so I can have that 3-dimensional look for my leaves. That's really pretty. And we'll do one more piece. We'll move these to the side. And we'll get that stuck down here. Okay, there we go. And we'll get that stuck right on here. Now it has that three-dimensional look that I was going for. Perfect for my leaves. Okay, now let's work on the front and the inside of the card. I've actually chosen two stamp sets that I want to use to do something for the inside of the card. This stamp set is A Touch of Fall, Petite Perks. I actually got this from one of the ladies that also sells Close to My Heart products. That's before I became a consultant. So I'm going to use this little leaf from Petite Perks, and I'm going to stamp it on the inside of the card just to give the card a little something extra. I'm going to use this Gold Rush ink from Close to My Heart to stamp on the inside. Okay, there. I'll just pull that right off. Okay, here we go. Just because it's fall and I want to do something fall-y. So we'll ink it up pretty good. I'll go ahead and position my block. I'm going to put a little leafy here. Maybe a leaf down here. And there you go. There's the little leaf. So a really cute little leaf there. Just something extra for the inside of the card. I've also wanted to put a strip on the inside of the card. Just a little something extra. This strip is 1-inch strip. And it's the opposite side of the paper that I'm using, the Sarita paper pack. For my sentiment for the inside of the card, I've chosen to use the Cricut Art Philosophy Seasons Cricut cartridge. And I'm going to use the sentiment, have a day filled with, and then my sentiment will be fun. Because this is a fall card, I wanted to do something fall-y for the sentiment, and this is what I came up with. So we'll go ahead and get this stamp put on here. I actually should use a bigger block, but I'm going to go with this block. I think it's fine. And we need to peel off our fun and get it positioned on the block. Okay, let's see if I got it centered how I want it. To have a day filled with fun. I'm actually going to bring my fun over just a little. Have a day filled with fun. Okay, since it's a new stamp and I hadn't used it yet, I'm going to condition it on my arm. It actually helps a little. I'm also going to use the foam backing sheet that came with the stamp set. It makes stamping a lot easier, gives your stamp a good impression when you stamp. I'm going to ink up my stamp. And I'm going to do it in this, again, Gold Rush. And have a day filled with fun. And we're going to stamp this right on our card here. I'm going to put it right up under my leaf. Let's get that off of there. Have a day filled with fun. And we're going to press. And then we're going to lift. There's my sentiment. Have a day filled with fun. And then, of course, I'll write something extra special at the bottom to whomever may receive this card. So here you have it. Here's the card, made with the Artiste cartridge. I also cut the circles for the card from the Art Philosophy cartridge, page 21. And here you see the circle. And that's from the Art Philosophy cartridge. So there you have it, folks. That's my card today. Thank you so much for stopping by Cutting Scraps. Please leave a comment for me. I would love to hear what you think about my card today. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hugs.